it's really power episode for me to have a man sitting across and talking about mothering a child.
Yeah.
In so many ways you are bending the norms. In so many ways you are teaching the world, today's generation, that how equally capable as a gender that you are. But what gives you so much positivity and so much strength to look beyond what is right in the face while others would just turn their back?
Actually, my son is the reason of this strength. He's the source of my power. He has enabled me who I am today. I just recall the lovely moments I spent with him before the diagnosis. The diagnosis became irrelevant. He was 3 when the diagnosis happened, but before that we had so much time. We had those 3 years that I had spent with him. Those lovely moments. I mean, the feeling of being a father, the feeling of being a parent. When he was 5 months, the mother left. 5 months. He was 5 months. Like, I used to go to office, come back, take care of him. I mean, he used to be my wife with my parents, and I had full day maid. But during night, he used to wake up, feeding him or putting him back to bed, then cleaning him, changing nappies, diapers, all those things. I've done that.
So you mind telling me a little bit about your life, your
Okay.
ex-wife,
Yeah,
or
sure.
whatever? Like
course.
how did things happen for you?
So, about my life, I mean, before my marriage, I was like any other guy who would roam around, who likes to go places, and was exploring about professional life. It was just something new. And then life added a chapter of marriage and being a husband, and then things took a turn that she and we had difference of opinions and different priorities. So, and then within a year, Revansh was born in 2016, and so here I will take a pause. And so I had different perspective towards life even before that. That I was more of a person who likes to read. So I was reading a lot of motivational books and all those things. Probably it was within me back then also, that I was reading more of those quotes. I used to remember and write them on my notebook, whatever I used to like. So in those terms, I was complete. In a different aspect of life, not into usual stuff of how people are living their life. I had a different take on necessities of life versus man-made things. Man-made jobs. Mankind was not made for jobs. So that was my take on life. That I don't want to live a servant life. That going to a company, doing 10-hour shift for no reasons. This is not what life is all about. Job is a means to earn livelihood, and that's it. Your life cannot revolve just around the job. It cannot end there. And so this is how I was like in a different mindset. And
How old were you?
Around 30, till my 30th, in fact. And then marriage happened. Then Revansh was born after a year.
This was an arranged marriage?
This was an arranged marriage,
Okay.
yes. So before Revansh was born, I had different aspirations, expectations, like any other father. I'll do this and that. I'll take my kid to swimming, to karate, to maybe going for a walk or this and that. All those dreams that any parent might have. Revansh was born. It was all going good, and probably he had that maternity connect with me than his mom. Yeah, he used to sleep on my chest like a newborn kid. I remember when he was a month old, he was not well. He was hospitalized, and he was with his maternal grandmother. So I was called that he did not sleep for the entire night, and okay, fine. I was there, at the hospital, and then I just took him in my arms and I lied down, and he slept. He slept for the entire day on my chest. He was well rested, and next day he was discharged. Probably, I mean, I'm not sure if he was missing me that moment or something like that has happened. So, so things progressed, and Revansh turned to 2.5, but I could observe some changes. I mean, not changes as in, but a kind of a difference of observations of him versus the other kids, or how he responds. Usually, so I'm not comparing here, just to call it out. That is not comparison, but from a doctor's perspective.
But you would take some
a
markers,
reference,
right? That how is your child growing?
Yes.
Is he on the right track?
A scale that usually doctors do. You know that this is the mark that a kid should start to crawl, to walk, to speak, to understand, to blabber words and to talk few words. So I could see that he is a bit delayed in terms of verbal communication. His physical markers were still good. In fact, he did not crawl. He started to walk straight away.
Okay.
That was a good one. So that's when I was getting worried. And around an age of 2.5, I started observing that one of his eyes, like left eye, started to move towards it. It had delayed movements in comparison to the right one.
Okay.
So something was going wrong somewhere. Then I started to discuss with doctors, and when they inquired more about things like about his daily routine, what he does and how he responds, looks at things and what he plays and how he plays, then they call it out. You need to have a proper diagnosis done. So then we started off. We took an appointment in NIPCCD, National Institute of Public Cooperation and Child Development. So there it took like good amount of time, like 6 months for assessments and for his reports to be out. But by the end of assessments, we were interviewed like every month there. So during those interviews, I was convinced, the child has some challenges and autism is the one, because this is where it was leading to. I mean, I had a reference point of the past.
Okay.
Because luckily, it just happened that 2008 or 10, there was a series which was aired on ZTV, which was about an autistic child. So I used to watch that somehow. I mean, I was inclined, I was interested. I used to watch it. So I had that reference point that this is how an autistic kid behaves, and this is a challenge they might come across. So with that, I was convinced, and during our last interview with the doctors, I asked them, that I am sure that is the case. So do you agree that I should get started with the therapies? They said, yeah, you should. Okay. And that's when, even before the reports were out after a month, he was put on to the therapies.
How old was Riyansh at that time?
3 plus.
Okay.
Yeah, he turned 3 in March versus his reports were out in April, May. So it was like almost 3 years.
What was your wife's take on it? She could accept it? She could understand it?
So
were you on the same page?
Here is the tricky point here. So during those assessments, we decided that we are getting separated. So,
but it was not related to this.
It was not related to this. Yes, of course, it was not related to this thing in particular. And she was not with me. So during the assessments, we were there together in terms of answering the questions, but we were not together in terms of staying together. So yeah, this is what happened. His reports were right, and we were like in discussion and have decided that we are getting separated. Yeah, so that was a like life-changing moment when you actually hear somebody saying it for the first time. That your child has autism. So yeah, I mean, of course, she could not take it well. I mean, she was with me right there. Yeah. So
what gives you so much strength, Sandeep? What gives you so much positivity and so much strength to look beyond what is right in the face, while others would just turn their back?
Actually, my son is the reason of this strength. He's the source of my power. He has enabled me who I am today. I just recall the lovely moments I spent with him before the diagnosis. The diagnosis became irrelevant. The moment, he was 3 when the diagnosis happened, but before that, we had so much time. We had those 3 years that I had spent with him, those lovely moments. The feeling of being a father, the feeling of being a parent, And when he was 5 months, the mother left. So he was with me for almost a month that I was taking care of him. A 5-year-old kid. So I know, I've lived those moments.
5 months.
5 months. He was 5 months. So, I used to go to office, come back, take care of him. He used to be my wife with my parents, and I had full day maid. But during night, he used to wake up, feeding him or putting him back to bed, then cleaning him, changing nappies, diapers, all those things. I've done that. And single-handedly, and that has given me immense of satisfaction of achieving something in my life. Okay, why can't a man can take care of a kid? Why is this misconception? Why is that? If we live in a patriarchal society, I understand that, and usually it is the case that people that men go out for earning livelihood, but does it also mean that men are incapable of handling a kid? It doesn't. Or is this society by large thinks that women were given the opportunity of taking care of next generation, that they had that compassion or they had that love within themselves? Are we as men, are we not craving for that love and compassion? Or are we not receiving that love and compassion from our mothers? We do. So why can't we translate it to our kids or our children?
So has this triggered any story, idea or thought in you? Or do you have a story to tell yourself? Then reach out to me at Unbound With Mamtaa. Write to me at unboundwithamtaa@gmail.com या फिर किसी भी हमारे एपिसोड, स्टोरी, रील या शॉर्ट्स को लाइक, शेयर और सब्सक्राइब करें. Keep watching Unbound with Mamtaa. We come to a very interesting part of the show, which is my personal favorite, and hopefully you will enjoy that too. We call it a rapid reflex round. So for this, you have to give an answer to all my volley of questions that I'll throw at you in probably a word or maximum a sentence.
Okay.
Are you ready for this, Sandeep?
Okay, all set.
Life to you is?
Butterfly. Unpredictable.
Oh, so sweet. Love to you is?
Love to me, that's a little tricky. Living your life in the moments with anyone you are with, that's love.
Okay. Food to you is?
A thing to satisfy my cravings at times, nothing more than that.
All right. You start your day with?
I start my day with one sentence saying a beautiful day has started.
All right. You end your day with?
Thanking God for the beautiful day I had. And it is really true.
All right. If not a kangaroo dad, you would be?
I happily single dad.
All right. Some of your favorite things that you do to pamper yourself, maybe one or two you could tell us.
So there are many. Cooking, baking, gardening, painting, resin craft. There are like many. I keep on exploring.
Your favorite book?
My favorite book, Gita, Bhagavad Gita. That had been a savior. Oh, I read these during COVID and during my times when I needed guidance. That really opened up the horizons. Okay. That helped me to stay connected but still stay disconnected and keep on doing my bit. कर्मण्येवाधिकारस्ते मा फलेषु कदाचन कर्म करते रहो फल की चिंता मत करो.
Beautiful. And one thing as a message that you just like to spread, just in a very short word or maybe a phrase, you want to leave the audience with that this is that one thing they should remember from this show, from this conversation, or from your life?
So, live your life in the moments with your kids. And second, life is not just about happy moments. You will have ups and downs. Have patience.
Wow, I'm sure that will indeed pull us all through. Thank you so much for coming on to this show, sharing your joy, your journey, your light, your love, and so many learnings with us. Thank you so much for unbounding with me. Sandeep, it's been a true pleasure. And I would say even beyond, it's actually an honor to have someone so unconditionally out there, just not for your own child, but now what you're doing with your work for the world.
Thank you so much, Mamta, for inviting actually. I mean, giving me this platform to talk about it. Yeah, it gives me strength that when people acknowledge and they get interested, they want to know more about these things. I mean, this is my personal interest. So thank you so much to you and to your entire team for reaching me out here, and I'm here for this show. Thank you.
Thank you. And I truly mean it with the bottom of my heart. And this is just on the parting note, I'd like to say that may there just be no limits, and you may expand exponentially. Thank you. This is something I am personally taking back from you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah.